to my channel. My name is Emily if you are new here, and for today's video, where to begin with this video? This video is a long time coming. It's very convoluted how we got here. So if you do not know me, my name is Emily. I post a lot of Funko Pop videos, lifestyle videos. I want to be a lifestyle channel. I like favorites videos, outfit ideas, things like that. Disney videos, love a good Disney vlog. My life is kind of at a little bit of like a turning point right now, and I've not mentioned it on my YouTube channel, and to be honest, I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about it on my YouTube channel because I don't know, just to like rip the band-aid off. Basically, I'm gonna do the Disney college program and I'm gonna move to Florida for like 5 months basically and be down there working. Another thing, I don't know if I've mentioned it on my channel either, I have done an internship at Dollywood, which is pretty similar to the Disney one. I'm going into it with a very like realistic mindset. Hold on tight, kids. But I know there is like a tag you can do. It's like the Disney college program tag. I've seen some thumbnails of it. It's like a questionnaire where you just talk about, I don't know, the Disney college program. I really don't know. But I'm not gonna do that tag just because I feel how we got here is so convoluted. It would not make sense without the backstory, and I don't feel like that backstory would fit into like a tag. So I'm not gonna do the tag, but I know some of y'all only care about the role reveal, which I got you. You don't have to listen to the jibba jabba that I'm about to give about how we got here. I will put a timestamp where the role reveal is in this video, because I'm not gonna lie, I do stuff like that too. You know, like when people have like, oh, what kind of baby is it? You know, is it like a boy or a girl? I don't care that you have donuts. I don't care like the presents. I don't care. I fast forward to the thing. Someone puts a timestamp in the comments. I'm like, thank you, because I'm a busy girl. I ain't got time for all this. I just want to know pink or blue. Come on now. You know, so if you don't care about the jibba jabba, thanks for stopping by. My name's Emily. You can subscribe if you want. You probably don't if you're skipping ahead. No harm, no foul. I do it too. Here's your timestamp. Sayonara. But anywho, it's honestly so wild how we actually even got here, because believe it or not, I had absolutely no intention of applying for the program, because ever since I was a kid, I've never been like, oh, I want to be a this or oh, I want to be a that. I just don't have that. I'm not passionate about any career. It's just not something I have in me. That's why I like doing YouTube. I just get to talk about my life, what I'm interested in, and just like live my life, hanging out with my friends, doing my own thing. Like when I was a kid, literally what I wanted to be when I grow up, I have like what I wanted to be when I grow up. When people would ask me, I used to say, but this was like when I was a little kid, okay? So not very smart. I used to say I wanted to be Lindsay Lohan. That was who I wanted to be when I got older, because she was just my queen when I was a kid. I loved her. That was what I wanted to be. That's the only time I've ever been like, oh, I want to do this when I get older. Lindsay Lohan. That was my career goals and aspirations in elementary school. So I always kind of had the idea that like, well, if I don't have like a dream job, I at least want to be in a location I like. And I like Disney World a lot. So I was like, I'll just work there, because I'm also somebody that like, I do not care really what I do, because I just don't have any aspirations for like an actual career. So it's like, I don't care if I'm cleaning toilets. I don't care if I'm ringing up groceries. I do not care. You know, I just don't care. I just don't care. I'm kind of just like muddling through till I can like live my life. So I did an internship at Dollywood, and this internship, I don't mean to phrase it in like a bad way, but this internship, it made me not want to work at Disney anymore. So I basically was like, I'm not gonna do anything like Dollywood again, even though when I worked at Dollywood, I've got like some major tea. I've never actually even said this. I was so like, I never wanted to go back. I literally kept my company ID. I still have it to this day, because they said like, if you keep it, you might not be able to work here again. And I was like, I'm never putting myself in this position again. But I kind of wish now I would have returned it, just so it wouldn't have like affected my hiring chances in the future if I wanted to go back. But yeah, I was so like over it. I literally was like, I hope they don't employ me again, because I've kept my, you know, company ID. And I've never told anybody that I kept my company ID so they couldn't rehire me. At least that's in my mind, they can't rehire me. And then earlier this year, I worked like 3 jobs at a time. So like, I'm not saying which job it was necessarily, because I just don't want to get myself in trouble. But I had this one job where I was like a little bit irritated on my computer one day. I had no intention of like quitting really, but it was always like in the thought of my head, like, wouldn't it be nice if I just didn't do this anymore, because I don't feel like I'm being respected or anything like that. So I was just like on the computer, I don't know if I was editing or what, but I opened my emails to like respond to some emails. And you know, at the bottom you can get like those ads at the bottom of your like emails. And it basically was like, apply for the Disney college program. And I was like, wouldn't that be nice to get a ticket out of here away from this job that I'm kind of irritated at? So I was like, you know what? that sounds Gucci to me. So I like put in my application, whatever, and then by the next day I was already over the like issue that had happened at work. I was always like, well, I might as well get over it, you know? I didn't think it through when I applied. I was just like, kind of like PO'd and like, yeah, that'll show them. I'll go to Disney. This was the day applications opened too. So it was the very first day. It just happened to be at the bottom and I submitted it. Literally like 7 days later on the dot, like the very first day they accepted anybody, they sent me an acceptance and I was like, oh, I felt so bad because I was like, that's not good. That's not good. It's just not good. So I didn't tell anybody I was applying. Like I literally just applied because I saw it on my web browser and I was like in a funky mood that day. I had to tell Christopher and I was like, well, what do you think? And like, what do you think? And like, basically we came to the conclusion that he thought I should do it and I'm doing it. Which is like so odd to think that like if so many things hadn't happened, I wouldn't be doing it. Even when I applied, I still had some reservations about like, well, what if it's the same as Dollywood? You never want to feel the way you feel about Dollywood, about Disney, because when I worked at Dollywood, I went to the park one day for fun during the whole summer. Like I just did not like being there because I associated it with so much stress, anxiety, and like I never want to feel that way about Disney. So I was like, you know what, I just don't want to work there anymore. So when I got in, I was like, gosh, I don't know, like I never want to hate Disney, you know? And not that I hate Dollywood, I still love Dollywood. It's just like whenever I look at it now, I feel differently than I did before, and I had some like reservations of like I don't want to feel that way about Disney because I love Disney, you know? But it's like I've spent so many years working towards this, like working towards having Disney on a resume and working towards like working at Disney. I literally transferred schools. I have had 2 or 3 different jobs. The only point in having them was to have it on a resume for Disney. I didn't want to have like any regrets about like, oh, you had an opportunity to go work at Disney and you didn't take it. I feel like I would probably regret it, you know? So I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a go. And here we are. We're doing it. By the time this goes up, I'll probably honestly be heading home because I'm so behind on YouTube stuff. I have several videos already filmed that I just need to sit my tuchus down and edit it. I do know where I'll be working. I didn't have a ton of preferences. Basically, if you did not know, I think you used to be able to like rank where you wanted to work. You could tell them like, oh, I don't want to do this or I do want to do this. Whereas like now you can't. Basically, you just have to go with the flow and be kind of okay and open to everything. I was pretty much okay with anything. Like pretty much anything. The only thing I really did not want was attractions because I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. I'm a bit of an OCD individual. I, you know, have anxiety when it comes to health and safety. That's one of the reasons Dollywood, you know, rode my nerves so bad. So the only thing I didn't want was attractions because that just gives me anxiety. Like, is that buckle actually buckled? You know, like, is that car actually safe? You know, I just like let my mind run away with me. So I was like, the only thing I don't want is that. Anything else they gave me, I would be fine with, and I would also see a correlation to my resume because I have worked in a store before. I have worked in a restaurant before. I've done like manager work before, so if they put me at a hotel, that would make sense. So many things. I've even done like custodial kind of jobs before. The only thing I don't want is attractions, and the only thing I don't have on my resume is attractions. So that was another reason why I was like, okay to kind of like agree to do Disney. You know, it's like when you're in a position of like authority and safety is important and it's all on you, I can't sleep at night. I wake up in a cold sweat. You know, like that just is not for me. So basically I got my role on a Tuesday morning. It was just a random morning, and I was kind of like the last one in like my chat to get my role, and a lot of people had got food service, which I kind of thought they were gonna put me in food service, honestly, because that's what I did at Dollywood. And not to toot my own horn, but Dollywood said I was good at it. You know, like they liked me running the cash register, they liked me busting tables, they liked me doing stuff like that. So I was like feeling okay about going back into a restaurant as long as I was not a manager position. So I went into it with a pretty open mind. I did film that morning. I think I look a little rough because it's like 8 in the morning and I was like walking my mom's dog whenever I got the email, but I will put in the little clip of me getting my role right here. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are having a good day today. I think today is role reveals on the Disney College Program site for my Arrival group. Also, I have a VA Sparkle this morning. Sponsor me, would love that. Love a VA Sparkle. Ooh. But I've seen a lot of other people get their roles today, and I think a lot of them are getting QSR food service, which I would be totally fine if I got that because that is kind of similar to what I did at Dollywood. At Dollywood, I held like a manager role in a food service establishment. I've seen a few people get photo pass, a few people get sales. I've seen nobody get attractions, which honestly I think is good because that's kind of the one thing I do not want to get because I think it would just give me too much anxiety. You know, like when they say, well, you pull on the strap, I feel like I would literally stand there for like 10 days because I would having so much anxiety. Like, is it actually buckled? Did they actually pull on it? I check my locks like 10 times before I go to bed. I check my stove like 5 times before I leave anywhere. I check my faucets to make sure they're not dripping and gonna flood my apartment. I'm very much a little bit compulsive about things like that, so I feel like attractions and super safety stuff is just probably not the place for me. At Dollywood, we always used to say, everyone has a home in this like establishment. This just might not be your home within the company. So yeah, I don't think that would be my home within the company, but I got my computer out here today. I'm gonna see if I can log in and locate whatever my thing is. I think a lot of people have said if you do more of like the onboarding, you can actually find out your exact location today. I don't know how much of that I'm actually gonna be able to do because I am in North Carolina. I live in Kentucky, I have an apartment there, and it has everything like my passport and all that stuff there. Also my bank and routing numbers. I think you can maybe find those on the app. If not, I'm not sure, but I think I might have to wait a little bit to find my exact location if they ask for any of that information, because God knows I do not know that stuff. I've asked a few people what they thought I would get. Should I move my seat back? Oh. I think this is as far as she goes. I've asked a few people like what they thought I would probably get, and most of the people think I'll probably get sales or working at a hotel. I think honestly, if they read my resume. Queen, are you on? Or are you dead? I think if they actually read my resume, they probably will put me at a hotel. I think if they just glance at it, they'll probably put me in food service. And I think if they didn't look at it at all, I would end up in like attractions or something like that. I would love to not be at a park. I think I would have just such a better time if I worked at a resort or at springs or even at a water park, because I don't typically go to water parks. Why am I sitting like this? Like, how you doing? The task awaits me. Oh, okay. I personally love that they pick for you and you don't get to pick, because I would never know what to pick because I'm so indecisive. I like just being handed whatever. Okay, I'm getting ready to log in. Jesus, take the wheel. I just honestly want something where I don't have to wear pants. I hate wearing pants. I think it's like such not the mood. I would love something where I can wear shorts and I can walk around. So I think Custodio would be great. Let me just put myself out of my misery and see what the heck this is. Okay, I have to make a new password. Oh God, what was the old password?
Oh my God!
No! Darn. Ah, they gave me attractions. I don't want that because I have anxiety. That's like the one thing I did not want. Why is that my luck? No. Pain. I don't want it. Take it away. That's like the only thing that did not go with my resume too. I had everything. What the heck? It says my age is 25 years, 1 month, and 28 days. Dang, they're specific. My place of birth, the moon. Dang. I can't believe they did this to me. I can't believe them. The audacity. Y'all didn't read the dang resume. What city was I born in? Do y'all really need to know that? I don't even know that. Murphy? Oh no, place, region of birth. I was not born in Kentucky. They're probably like, where the heck is Murphy, Kentucky? North Carolina? I can't believe they gave me attractions. Ooh, pain. I don't have any additional nationalities. I'm just me. Oh, excuse me. My V8 sparkle's hitting. I still see your shadows in my room. Oh, you have to do so much of stuff. Social security number. Oh, maybe it could be parking, actually. Attractions, I think, is parking. Wait, will it show me yet?
A few moments later.
I did not want to be in Magic Kingdom. Come on. They put me in Magic Kingdom Adventureland Liberty Square. What the heck is there? I just did a YouTube video the other day talking about, I didn't even think Liberty Square was a land. And now I'm put here. I'm not having a good time anymore. What is in Adventureland in Liberty Square? There's like a lot of rides in Adventureland, kind of. Oof. Such a headache. Maybe they'll put me in the Hall of Presidents. I don't think anybody can get hurt there. Hall of Presidents, I could do that. Haunted Mansion, Liberty Square Riverboat. Oh God, what if somebody falls off? That's the only stuff that's there. I'd rather be here. It seems safer. Oh hell no. Well, attractions, Adventureland, Liberty Square. Darn. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, that's how that went. I know so many people would love this job. I just don't know if it's the home for me, knowing the type of person I am and the type of personality I have. I'm extremely type A when it comes to work and safety, and I'm a bit critical when it comes to safety. I'm a bit overtly critical. But yeah, this is Emily Nelms signing off. Why would that be my luck? Yeah, they put me in attractions, which I almost feel bad acting like I'm ungrateful for it, because I know so many people would like, that's like their dream role. But that was at the time, as soon as I like looked at it, that's how I felt about it. I was like, oh hell no, because mainly like the main thing holding me back is the idea of it being so safety critical, because I'm extremely like high strung when it comes to stuff like that. Safety champion of the month, Dollywood. But I feel better about it now, and I am grateful for it. It definitely pushes me out of my comfort zone. It's gonna put something new on my resume because I've never done anything like it. The only thing I know that's there that ties into anything on my resume is the Jungle Cruise, because there you have to like speak to people and say a little spiel. And I have been a tour guide before on my college campus, so if they put me there, I think they read the resume. If they didn't put me there, they did not read it, because I have a very built resume for several things they have down there, and they just didn't put me in any of them. So I think if I'm Jungle Cruise, they read the resume. If I'm not, I wasted my time typing it because they didn't read it. Yeah, I think that's kind of everything I had to say about it. I hope it'll be a good experience for me. I think it will. I have a good attitude about it. I had a little bit of reservations and anxiety about it, as you could obviously tell, but I'm feeling better. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are also having an awesome day, and I'll see you all super soon with another video. Bye guys.
All the eyes on me.